Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How you doing? I'm doing fabulously. Thanks for asking. This is Your Music Live, brought to you by these fine feathered folks over at DistroKid. Yeah, if you're an independent artist, a creator, and you want to get your stuff out there to the world, we're talking Apple Music, Amazon, Tidal, Deezer, YouTube, you name it, it goes there. DistroKid are your one-stop shop, and you can release an unlimited amount of music. That's songs, EPs, and albums for just one yearly subscription, and save yourself 7% off the first year of that subscription by using the link up there or in the description. Should we crack on? I think so. We have far too much amazing independent music for you on this week's show. So I'm going to zip it and we're going to jump on over and listen to our very first track. This is the first time this band has been on YML. They came recommended from Matt Mateusz, I'm assuming. They are a metal band out of Poland, and it's all as awesome as it sounds. Let's give them a spin for the first time. This is Undead Phoenix here on Your Music Live. I got the mute on. First song, and I got the mute on. All right, let's try that again. That was awesome. I was so into that song that I forgot to bring my mic back up. That's just how we roll around here. So, out of Poland, Undead Phoenix. They say, "Hello, Pete. We are a metal band from Poland. We're about to release our debut album. We heard good things about your show from our friend Matt, and we would appreciate if you could share our second single we've been working on for 10 years. And it's about time to share it. Absolutely, yeah. If you know what we like around here, create, record, release. Sharing music is what this channel and this show is all about. And I think you'll agree that that is a track and a band worth sharing with the world. And I hope you dug that one. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the show. If you're just joining us here, this is Your Music Live. We play 1 to 2 minutes of a bunch of killer tracks. They're all linked in the description, so you can go down there and check out all these fabulous artists. You will not be disappointed because there are so many of them out there, and it's a smorgasbord. I like to think of this as the Whitman sampler of music shows, where you just little taste, delicious, little taste. Wow, that blew me away. I'm going to go and subscribe to that channel. There you go. Yeah, 10 years ago, began as a reggae love ballad. Can you imagine that? It's like they started out as like a folk band, and then they just get heavier and heavier every year until they reach that. All right, let's continue on and grab our second track. This comes to us from Splinter. You may remember them as Jay back in the day. They say, "Hey Pete, glad to be back and rocking with you and the Studio Live Today community." This track is called Killer Ink. Is the third track from my new album Death of the Sun that I released earlier this month. This track is one of my favorites from the album, so I made a lyric video for it. Hope y'all enjoy. Well, I enjoyed it when I did the test run, and I think you're going to enjoy this one too. This is Killer Ink Splinter here on Your Music Live. How good is that? Yes, Splinter. Great video, great song, and the video almost topped it with the cool lyric video there. Love the Killer Ink with that coming down there. Yeah, starting with a little bit of energy, right? Yeah, last week we started a little more mellow. This week we're going a little bit harder to start with here. Thank you for being here. Once again, we do this every week, and we do it thanks to our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up because the sun's up. I appreciate it, and the weird YouTube robots and algorithms appreciate it too. It means that they tell all the other robots to tell all the other humans to come and watch the show, and that's the best thing because it means more people's music can be listened to, like Awake, who's up next. They say this song contains binaural beats to enhance serotonin levels that help us focus. Written in UK Sheffield by myself, this is modern sound healing. All my tracks include healing frequencies. So if you just rocked out a little bit too hard and you need a little bit of musical healing, let Awake take the wheel. And this is called Like the Sun here on Your Music Live. really cool stuff there from Awake. And I remain awake listening to that one. Yeah, little Björk vibes. I got a little sort of Madonna when Madonna did her kind of, Eastern influence stuff a few years back, probably a few decades back. But yeah, really cool. Like just the do, almost like the beating heart just keeping it pumping along, and then just a beautiful and so that's the thing, can't do no auto tune with that stuff, right? Like that's got to come from a human face. Really cool stuff. Check the description if you want to go and follow these amazing artists. And you know how they've got the sign of quality here? Oh, let's subscribe to their topic channel. But look at that, provided to YouTube by DistroKid, because Awake knows quality when they see it. Hello, Joe and Barry Glenn. Hope your Logic Pro journeys are going well so far. Yeah, a little Egyptian as well. I hear that for sure. What have we got coming up on the show? Well, we've got our Play My Fire beat coming soon. I'll give you the code word for that in just a jiffy. We also have a featured artist that I think you're going to really dig. And Pete's Pick is something for the Bluey fans out there. What? I know, it's going to be weird. So we're going to continue with another track for now. We're going to jump to the cloud of sounds, and this is Jose. And they say, hey, Pete, it's been more than a while since I've tuned in and shared my music. Here's where I am at today with my music. Thank you and everyone for giving me advice back then. There you go. So here is an artist that we heard back in the day, you folks gave feedback to, and they're producing again. And here's where they're at now with their music. This is Jose and Sweet Memory. Isn't that groovy? Don't you dig it? Just like the kind of the soul vibe and those sort of reverse samples in there, making it kind of, I don't know, it just gives you that, yeah, really cool stuff there. Nice vibe from Jose. I'll just pronounce it slightly differently every single time, and we'll be good to go. That's just how we roll. I'll just say things slightly differently, and then eventually I'll be somewhat right. Yeah, right? Right. Okay. Speaking of right, you know where a right place to go? Well, there is no right in music. There's no right, there's no wrong. But a very cool place to go to share your music is slaps.com. It's presented by our wonderful friends at DistroKid. It's a great little platform for sharing your music, and that's just what Sal Caruso has done here. Jaded Soul. They say, thanks for playing some of my music, Pete. Much appreciated. This song is called Back to My Old Town, and we're going to spin it over here on slaps.com right here on Your Music Live.
I'll never get this across, what I'm trying to say. The city is metaphor, man, it's spiritual space. Let me take you to my old town, where the summer leaves make like roofs over streets. In my mind I see young smiling faces, all my friends and the games that we play. I'm never going back, I'll never go back, I'm never going back to my It's like a ghost back in my old town. The sweet smell of the trees in the breeze, and the houses still look the same. But things have grown up and built all around. It's a different clock telling the times. Frozen frames on my eyes with no bases. The ones I knew are all gone with no traces. I'm never going back, I'll never go back.
I really dig it. That one takes you on a journey, doesn't it? Yeah, it started kind of not empty, but like it started very simple. But then, yeah, I agree. The bass coming in with the drums there, great work lyrically, and yeah, good instrumentation as well. I like it. I love the guitar tone on that one. Let's throw some more fire on it before we're done. Let's get up to the best number, 79, of course. Yeah, I don't know. It just had a vibe to it, didn't it? I dug it. The little James Taylor to start. And here's the cool thing. Here on slaps.com, we can say, just spun this on YML. Really great. Really great tune, Sal. Because it was. And yeah, Sal is one of the folks over on slaps.com that you're gonna wanna follow, because they do good stuff. Along with this person here, Dynamite Throw, they do good stuff too. You're all awesome. Yeah, absolutely. Hello, Redhead Attention. I finally made it to one of these shows. Good to have you here. Yeah, it can be challenging, even though we're here for 2 hours out of the week. Of the 168 hours in the week, at least 2 of them are taken up by Your Music Live, usually 2.5 or more. And as Thomas says, you can indeed use that link there to check out Slaps for free. If you're a DistroKid member, you can use your DistroKid login. If you're not, you can join up for free. Next up, we've got an artist here. This is Steve Clark, and they've shared a song over here on the Cloud of Sounds. They said a song about the ruinous state of global politics. Global politics is just fine, just fine. Many thanks to Richard Fowen for his wonderful cello playing on this track. Love a good cello. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is called Villains and Kings. Steve Clark, Your Music Live.
In the city streets where the villains crawl, and the king holds court in his marble hall, all the tales told in the books I've read of the living souls and the cursed dead. The villain moves through the pitch black night in the underworld for a gangland fight. Hear the king's speech on reduced crime, fooling half the people half the time. The villains and kings claim to the throne, but deep inside they are both alone. In this twisted world there's a song to sing, a song to sing, of villains and kings. While the minstrel plugs in his electric lute, and the jester's on one leg with a flute, the kingdom crumbles into dust, and we all lose faith in those we trust. Social media panders to the youth, say something often enough, it becomes the truth, pushing fake opinions of an outright crook to a population that don't read books. Villains and kings claim.
It's a really cool song. You kind of get lost in the songwriting of that one and just the intriguing nature of it. Like, I get it. Some people don't like politics in their songs, but guess what? We've been doing it that way since the 60s, folks, probably before that. I'm sure there was political commentary in Mozart stuff, but it is good when you've got a track like that that doesn't just come out and out and say, "Meh, left bad, right good, left good, right bad." It actually has like an interesting story to tell and does it in a nuanced way that's not just shoving it in your face, unlike the media and the politics that we try to avoid. But yeah, very, very cool stuff there. Steve Clark, go check it out over on the Cloud of Sounds as well. Music is political theatre. If only there was more music in politics. I would watch the debate if the two party heads had to like rap battle against each other. That would be entertaining. Or had to write a folk song about their intentions. That'd be cool. I'd be down with that. I would instantly vote for anyone who just brought music into their campaign somehow. It kind of hasn't been done, has it? An auditory for those audio fans. It's all video and it's all text and it's all yelling and shouty. I want some music behind my apologies. No. Let's move on. We'll play another track and then we'll hear from our friends at DistroKid and we'll do our little Play My Fire beat. This is from Q Machine and Scary Garcia, who say was emailing Q and writing this track, finishing in record time. Next morning when I woke, there was a video for The Glow from Q Machine. Like the most wonderful gift ever for sure. It was just gorgeous. So I put a cool title and credits and ending. The whole process just a tad over 24 hours from start to complete on YouTube. Just happy to share this amazing gift. I love hearing the stories of collaboration. It's really cool to hear when folks come together. So here's Q Machine and Scary Garcia and The Glow here on Your Music Live. Yeah, the music and the video coming together really well on that one. Excuse me. You could have had a cough while you were off mic, Johns. I know, right? Very cool stuff there, and love hearing that sort of thing. I've done a few things like that where, yeah, especially if you're in different parts of the world, you send something to someone and then you go to bed and you wake up and some additional art has been added. And that's cool, and it just creates this cool, better. What is it? I get it wrong every week. Mark corrected me last week. The sum of the parts, the whole makes more than the sum of the parts, or something like that. I don't know. I've been off for a week. My brain's not quite as functioning, or as I like to say, my function isn't braining that well today. But good stuff there. Plus, I went out with the family last night and might have had a couple of quiet beers after the happy hour yesterday, and woke up a little bit dusty, as we'd say here in Australia. Is that a common phrase for a wee bit hungover? Is dusty? Yeah, we definitely use it here. You know who aren't dusty? That's our friends at DistroKid. Oh, that was one of the strangest little progressions there. But DistroKid, they let you get all your music out there to the world. And here's the cool thing. You might think, oh, Johns, once your music's out to DistroKid, there's nothing else DistroKid can help you with. Well, quite the opposite, the contrary, quite the opposite. Under the hood, you got all these goodies, and there's a heap in here. You've got the playlister, Wheeler playlist, playlist spotlight, good old slaps.com. You can promote yourself with videos, with the promo cards we've shown before here. Hyperfollow is a great way to share your music. You can get access to things like a YouTube official artist channel. You can access your Spotify for artists and other things, and you can enhance your music here. You can use the Spotify canvas generator, the lyrics, the credits, and good old Dave. You can even protect your music. This is one of my favorite spots here, this vault. The vault allows you to have full access to all the full high-resolution copies of everything you've ever released. So if you're like me and you've got very bad file management and you've used different laptops and desktops and iPads and iPhones to create music over the last 7 years, let's just say that was you, then never fear, because every final WAV file of everything you've ever released, it's all saved here in your vault. So there's more than just the reason to get your music out there to the world. DistroKid actually helps you organize and keep track of all of your releases, and there they are, every single song in date order. I can go all the way back to 2017 when I released my very first EP. DistroKid hadn't even heard of me then. They weren't sponsoring this show or any video on the channel. I just chose them because they looked awesome. They have proven time and time again that they are awesome, and they are the best way and my preferred way to get your music out to the world. So we thank DistroKid for their support of independent music and of your music live. Save yourself 7% off your first year using the link up there and down below. We'll play one more song and then we will reveal the code word for the Play My Fire beat. This one comes to us from Silenzio Nero, who say second track of Silenzio Nero that will be part of an upcoming EP, When It Gets Quiet. Oh, I like that title. Looking at the title and the artwork, I think the song speaks for itself. With this track, I tried to combine various black metal elements, but also use a bit of atmosphere in the interlude with some clean arpeggios. Sounds delightful. Let's give it a spin, shall we? This is Solitude, Silenzio Nero, your music live. Silenzio Nero. Yeah, I'm the same. I think the bass and the drums in that one sound like they're really awesome, but I just can't hear them as much as I'd probably like to. So the whole mix just coming up a little bit and punching me in the face a bit more. I'm a big fan of things punching me in the face. but you cannot dispute that that is some fabulous playing and some great songwriting in that one for sure. Yeah, just I don't know. There's just something in there that just would like to hear a little bit more loudness come through. I know the loudness wars are over, and I love a bit of dynamics, but I think that one with a metal sound like that could just be super powerful with a little bit of a just maybe even in the mastering, just a little. This is why I'm not like a someone that actually is a producer, because I'll be like, Silencio Nero, really great song. Can you give it a little? Can you give it just a? And they're like, you need to stop making mouth noises, Johns, and tell us what you actually think. All right, but good stuff there again, indeed. Excuse me. Let's reveal our code word, shall we? So I've made it simple for you this week. I wasn't sure if this would work, but I tested it beforehand, which is why one entry's in there, which is me. So hashtag DK for our wonderful friends at DistroKid. Now, it's not short for anything. I haven't left out some asterisks. It's not D asterisk asterisk K. It is hashtag DK for DistroKid. I haven't even made you spell it all out this week. So if you'd like to join the Play My Fire beat, all you need to do is put hashtag DK just as Nippleback, Dynamite Throw, Barry Glenn, and others are doing right now as we speak, and as we hear. Let us continue on. Yeah, exactly. That's why. Spot on. I often say this. Thomas will know this. I'll go on a rant for about 30 seconds trying to explain a concept, and Thomas will go, the bass is important, or something like that. He'll give a few words that just summarize exactly what I was trying to say. That's the difference between Thomas, who's efficient and effective, and me, who has verbal diarrhea at the best of times. So, yes, there we go. Very cool stuff. Hey, happy Monday to the Lily Pillies. I hope you're doing well, Manny. And yeah, I often walk past the Lily Pilly tree in my local area. I say this every time, but it always reminds me of Manny, which then reminds me of Italy, because I think of Manny and all the cool videos that he did with the band and his music over there, and I'm just like, oh, Manny. So there you go. I go down these three levels. I think of Lily Pillies, I think of music, and then I think of Italy. Let's play this one from Emmanuel Ferro, who says, here's my playthrough of my original song, The Answer, released on February 4th, 2024, my 32nd birthday. I think this is the soundtrack of my life, or at least the last decade. This song accompanied me in all the good or bad moments. I wrote it in Milan when I worked with a singer-songwriter, but we've never published it. The instrumental part remained with me, and therefore I decided to modify it and publish it for my solo project. Let's give this one a spin. This is The Answer. Did we play this last week? If we did, I apologize, but it's Emmanuel, sorry, and he's awesome. So even if I did, we present it for you again. the perfection in the timing, really, and yeah, that Telecaster tone. You can tell a serious guitarist when you see like the rack behind him like that of all the guitars. Very cool stuff there. From Emmanuel Ferro. I'm not sure if we played that one. I know we played one of Emmanuel's songs either last week or the week before, but yeah, sometimes I accidentally see, because I err on the side of making sure I play the songs. Sometimes I don't mark them off when I have played them, and yeah, so it's usually, and when I say usually, almost always my fault when I do that. Yeah, the lime green Jackson in the background there as well. Very cool stuff indeed. Oh, we got the Italian. I'm learning Italian through Duolingo at the moment for Manny and Frank, but I'm really not that good at it. It's taking a while because my brain. I should have learned language when I was younger. The brain doesn't seem to adapt. It's not quite as spongy these days and accepting of new information. It made no difference. That's what Michael, aka Zland Band, said. And he also said, it made no difference when the weather turned grey. It was never meant to be raining, but it rained anyway. A song about the apocalypse. There you go. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? Get those Zs flowing. It's Zland Band.
It made no difference when the weather turned gray. It was never meant to be raining, but it rained anyway. It made no difference when I fell to my knees. I could never see the forest for the trees. Difference when the disciples started speaking. I was only there for romance, for a woman I was seeking. She was a woman of culture, chock full of pleasure, a mysterious presence made to measure. It made no difference to my state of mind when the skies blew open the fate of mankind. It made no difference because I was in a bubble, chasing for rainbows among the rubble.
Oh, Michael, he just keeps going from strength to strength with this music. I absolutely love he's like the dark Dr. Seuss. He's got these great little spoken word rhymes and poems that putting the music to. It just sounds so cool. I dig it. One could call this a slow rap. There you go. It's rap for the rest of us, for us older folk who need who need a little extra time. Why don't we have a little extra Michael as we spin the wheel, shall we? Because we've got 13 entries. There you go. You got a decent shot at it this week if you'd like to try and win the Play My Fire beat. Should we bring the fire? Let's let Michael
She finally decided to
bring the
vanish
fire.
in the middle of the night. It made no difference if this happened or not. It's not about the story, not about the plot.
Do you see that? I nearly won. Dynamite Throw. There you go. Congratulations to Dynamite Throw, who will select a song for us to play. If you don't know what this is and how this works, Dynamite Throw get to choose one of their songs and then we play it. So in the chat here in plain text, just put name of artist, name of platform, name a song. So they would go YouTube, Dynamite Throw, epic track. Yeah, Dynamite. Who was that? That was from Good Times, was it? Was that JJ or whatever that guy's name? Dynamite. I don't know. I'm probably culturally misappropriating things. Oh man, I try to remember things and the brain just doesn't quite function like it used to. If you're playing bingo, the John says he's old and John says his brain doesn't function. You've already ticked those two off. You haven't had any righty dokies or any Sharon is Karen, but I guess now you have. We need to do that. We should produce a YML bingo card so that you can mark off as things are said by me, because I'm pretty predictable. I'm nothing if not predictable, right? Yep. I was bang on. There you go. I was correct. I love it. Yeah, I don't mind. All right, let's play another track while we wait for our Dynamite Throw friends to decide what they would like us to play. And we're going to play this one from Scorched Legions, who says, after like 1,000 years, we made another one. This is written off of FNAF 2, Friday Night at Freddy's. In my opinion, is a significant upgrade in quality to the last. I hope you all enjoy. I don't know about the whole Friday nights. Is it Friday nights? Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. See, I'm very, very old. There you go. Tick, ding again. This is called Every Breath here on Your Music Live.
Shadows they rise, mechanical and wise. They come alive when the nightfall falls down. Stuck inside this maze of fright, searching for the light, but in their eyes the haunting spirits drown. An old pizzeria where the kids would come to play, now a graveyard for the souls that couldn't escape. The waiting in the dark, the puppeteers cool art, guard your every breath. The memories remain, an everlasting stain. Can you survive the horrors that lie ahead? The old withered crew cast aside by the new, reawakened now they hunger for revenge. The laughter's just a guise, disguised the fear inside as they creep closer, the nightmares never end. An old pizzeria where the kids would come to play, now a graveyard for the souls that couldn't stay. The waiting in the dark, the puppeteers cool art, guard your every breath.
Very cool stuff. Yeah. Create, record, release. Keep improving, keep doing it. It's the only way to continue to grow. Cool stuff. Thank you for sharing that with us here on Your Music Live. That was Scorched Legions for your ear holes. I like it. Yeah, maybe just a little additional space in there, but really good, really raw. Kind of reminds me of some Ween tunes. I know, was it? Yeah, Thomas, you played some Ween a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, just sort of quirky and out there, but very cool stuff there. And again, I know nothing of the whole FNAF stuff, but I'm sure those that do know what was going on there. All right, let's find this track. So Dynamite Throw have given us their track, and let's see if we can find it on the YouTube in real time. Dynamite Throw, come on YouTube, you are the second biggest search engine in the world. Let's see if I just type this in, if we find it. And we do. So this is Lights Are Changing, music by Dynamite Throw and video by Scary Garcia. There you go. We've got another Scary Garcia sighting, this time on the video side of things. So this is brand new, spanking too, from just one day ago. So this is our Play My Fire beat for this week. And if you missed out, don't worry, we'll do it again in the second half. This is called Lights Are Changing here on Your Music Live. Very, very cool stuff there. Yeah, great choruses, great hooks, just really good groove. I love that tempo. It just really works for that sort of song. It really did the job for me. Yeah, cool stuff there. Dynamite Throw, the winner of our Play My Fire beat with Scary Garcia there. Let's give it a subscription from me, and I'm going to copy and throw this down in the chat. No, the link's below. There it is. That's where we did, just after Scorched Legions. Put a little fire emoji and type in Dynamite Throw featuring Scary Garcia. Nicely done. That is in there for you folks to go and check out now. And if you missed out that time around, do not stress, do not fret. We'll do another Play My Fire beat in the second set. There you go. Pete chuckles and smiles at his own rhyme. You can mark that one off your bingo card as well. Let's grab this one. This is from O'Caden. And they say, Hanky and O'Caden previously worked on a track called Ooga Booga, and we enjoyed each other's work ethic that we worked on another track. It's about feeling isolated when with someone. Feeling isolated when with someone is an interesting concept, isn't it? This is O'Caden featuring Hanky Darko and Isolated here on Your Music Live. Yeah, interesting vocal treatment. Love the groove of that one. Just kicks along. Again, I'm into the different tempos of the different songs on this week's show. That one was cool. Very funky little video too to go along with it. Okay, Dan. Okay, Dan. That was a good song. There you go. Pete reads something that's meant to be said slightly differently and means something else. Okay, Dan. I get it now. Yep. There you go. You can mark that one off as well. Cool visualizer. Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff. See ya, Paul. I know it's very late for you in your part of the world, so I hope you have a good evening. Good evening. All right. We got ourselves a handful of songs here in the first half to get through. Or no, not to get through. To enjoy, to embrace, to love, to have, to hold. Shut up, John. All right, this is Robert Colazzo, and Robert Colazzo says, my song was made to have a club feel when dancing. I'll be the judge of that. Let's see if it gets me dancing here in my chair, in my bedroom. This is Drift here on Your Music Live.
I let the plug cause it gotta be finessing. I let the plug cause it gotta be finessing. I let the plug cause it gotta be finessing. I let the plug cause it gotta be finessing. I let the plug cause it gotta be finessing. I let the plug cause it gotta be finessing. gotta be finessing. Holla at the plug, cause it gotta be finessing.
What's the technical term for that cool little bass fade? Because the only thing in my head is fart bass. But that's probably not it. That was really cool. That got me raising the roof. That got me dancing in my chair. Very cool stuff there from Calazzo. Good stuff, Robert. All around, I like it. Very cool stuff. What's this? I feel like the snare sound needs to be a bit snappier. Yeah, maybe like a... Maybe you could get like a harsher snare in there. Because, yeah, it was definitely driven by the basses in that one. I like it. Very cool. Very cool. Slow down fade. Yeah, okay. Slow down fade or bass farts. Oh, what did Scotty say before that Pete's been into the edibles? Pete's in the edibles. No, see that's the thing. You wouldn't want that. I've never actually imbibed of the marijuana because I don't think it would work for me. I'm already slightly paranoid and struggle to sentence words together, so I don't think anyone needs that. Beta Gamma, they say this was a special collab me and my friend made. I made the instrumental, including the drum and the melody, while she did the vocals. And I know you only listened to a minute or two of these songs, so we made this song, and the rest is up to you and the audience to find out. Oh, there you go. So here's how you get your whole song played on Your Music Live. You make your song a minute 49. Let's give it a spin here. It hurts to watch you go.
To watch you go, my heart sank in the blue. I'm sorry to see you go, left behind, there's no love. It hurts to watch you go, to bid farewell, my love. A relationship so strong, no breaking in the dark. My hands full of memories of the past that we no longer have. The joy and fun we had together now's been replaced with unbearable sadness. It hurts to watch you go. It hurts to watch you go. I try to hold you close, but my heart's getting hard to see. You're disappearing from my heart, leaving me behind. It hurts to watch you go, to bid farewell, my love. A relationship so strong, no breaking into the dark. I long to go back in time, make this moment mine, to freeze it, cling to you and never let you go. But this harsh no has come from fate, as you vanish from sight.
Agree with Doorways into Music there. It's always interesting when you have a kind of upbeat vibe on a song, but then the vocals you listen to and you're like, interesting. Yeah, it kind of doesn't match. Always reminds me of the song Hey Ya. It's like all about a breakup of a relationship, but it's like, hey ya. It just really doesn't match, but I love it. Yeah, really great voice. Really good vocals there. So who was that? Because it's got by Beta Gamma and one other. Does that mean we can see who the collaborating artist was? There you go, CO. CO? Or is that just SEO? Off as for now. Loved Lee. Yeah, so it's weird when people have multiple handles. It's like, who are you? But very cool. I like it. And BandLab has really great collaboration tools, as you saw with that one. So cool stuff indeed. What have we got? We got ourselves about 5 more tunes in the first. I think I front loaded this week's show, so the halftime break's probably going to be like the 2/3 time break. Because sometimes I sort of just add in some songs and then I shift them around, and then it's not always symmetrical. But hey, the best things in the world are not always symmetrical. Know what I'm saying? Far Distance say another of my old lo-fi beat I made a month ago. It's about like being somewhere in a world where you can do anything you want to be. Got it. Let's give it a spin, shall we? This is called Distorted Fantasy on Your Music Live. Very cool, very laid back, very chill indeed. That one there from Far Distance. I dig it. Let's subscribe. I must admit, I subscribe to a lot of the artists that we play here, and I do try to listen to a lot of them. I kind of break my own rule by subscribing to artists and to channels that I probably don't spend enough time watching and listening to. But yeah, it's cool because it just means sometimes when I kind of hit the randomizer or when the algorithm, when they release something new, I'm just like, oh yeah, this is that artist I played like weeks ago on YML. It's super cool. So that's why yeah, sharing your stuff on the YouTubes is good because I'm a bit of a YouTube junkie. It's my platform of choice because I'm a YouTube premium user. So I usually listen on YouTube Music or on YouTube Video side. And I love the fact that I can have videos playing with no ads in the background. I listen to more videos than I actually watch. So when I'm out walking, I'll be listening to You Rock, or I'll be listening to Jade's shows, or I'll be listening in to other videos. And including you and your songs. Speaking of songs, a songwriter who's been crushing it lately, working with a bunch of different artists, is our very own Happy Ron. And Happy Ron simply says this week, live while you can. Here is a track from Happy Ron. It's called How Much I Missed. This is sung by Kessie Timmer, and its genre is inspirational. Are you ready to be inspired by Happy Ron? Let's give it a spin.
When my time comes, won't be a dry eye in the house. When my day's done, gonna leave something behind worth talking about. And it won't be all about all the money I made or how high I got up on the ladder. When the curtain falls and the music fades, yeah, none of that matters. So let it roll. Gonna drink it right down to the last drop like it's gold. Gonna spend every moment like it's all I got. Yeah, the sand's just running through the hourglass. Bottom line, you never know how much time you have. When I'm looking back, wanna brag on the life I lived. I think on how much I missed. Yeah. On my headstone, let it read, here lies a good man, more than flesh and bone, who never sat out on a dance. Not the times that I could have spent laughing, making memories that never happened.
How good is that? Great songwriting there from Happy Ron. Really, really good stuff there, indeed. And yeah, as you get older, as I've become older, yeah, you look back on all the choices and things that you did and didn't do, and realize that yeah, it's ridiculous to dwell on things. It's ridiculous to try and I don't know, just the time we've wasted, and that I've definitely wasted not doing things that I wanted to do because of what other people thought or because what I thought other people would think of me. And yeah, trying to climb the corporate ladder and, you know, stepping on other people either deliberately or accidentally as you go. And like all of that is just BS at the end of the day, isn't it? Yet a lot of it is promoted by society. So yeah, good stuff there from Happy Ron. Definitely introspective, makes you think. Really makes you think, Happy Ron. And if you want to learn more about Happy Ron, search my name. Search Pete Johns, Happy Ron. You'll see an interview I did with Ron. God, it's got to be 4 or 5 years ago now, Ron. And you can find out about Ron, his story. He's had some challenges and battles throughout his life, but he's still out there making people happy, having a laugh and sharing the joy of music. Up next, we have Graham Bell. Not Alexander Graham Bell, just Graham Bell. Sorry, Graham, you never got that before, I'm sure. Just another track from my last album, Take Two. Song is titled Not That Easy to Please. Yes, let's give this one a spin. This is Graham Bell here on Your Music Live.
Everything for you. I'm on call for you. What I do ain't right. Ends up in a fight. 'Cause you're not that easy to please. No, you're not that easy to please. No, you're not that easy to please. Time to think about me. Can't keep doing this. No more time for this. Time to go my own way. And that's the price you pay. 'Cause you're not that easy to please. No, you're not that easy to please. No, you're not that easy to please. Time to think about me.
Gave you a little bit of a guitar solo in there. How good is that? Yeah, a little hot-blooded, check it and see. But then it takes you down a different path there, doesn't it? Yeah, not that easy to please. Very cool stuff there from Graham Bell, Graham J. Bell, and Graham knows what he's doing, again, because he releases his music with DistroKid. And look, I'm not saying that if you release with a different distributor, we won't play you, but you'll hear a lot about DistroKid, and by the time you've been around the community a while, you'll probably want to shift and move your music over to DistroKid. Just saying, just pre-warning you. Just pre-warning you, because we love DistroKid around here. Not just because they're sponsors of this show, obviously, that's the one reason, but I've been using DistroKid for years before that. And hey, if DistroKid, don't tell them, but even if they weren't sponsoring, I would probably say nice things about them because they're just that good. They just make life easy for me. We've got folks sharing their age and their wisdom. It's funny, I was chatting with my wife and I'm like, oh, why can't the children, like my children, why can't they just do this and do this? Like, why do they have to do? And she's like, dude, they've got to make their own mistakes. They can't learn from your mistakes. They've got to do it for themselves. Otherwise, they won't know. So I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's just, I don't know. As a parent of a 12 and a 14-year-old, I'm like, My next 10 years is going to be some challenges, just saying. All right, let's play some Cloud of Sound stuff. This is Yancey Drew Lambert, who says instrumental R&B solo guitar, very tasty, high energy playing. And I got to agree, because I've listened to this one in the pre-show, and it is very tasty and very high energy. So let's give this one a spin, shall we? In the hands of another featuring Walter Roberti, it's Yancey Drew Lambert on Your Music Live. Just absolutely wonderful tone, sitting in the pocket there, amazing groove, absolutely. Yeah, this is class indeed. Very nicely done. Yancey Drew Lambert, that's the sort of music that you should be releasing with DistroKid, Yancey, because that is super duper cool. Very nicely done indeed. Let us complete the set of the first half by playing this track from Dynamite, Throw, to take us out for the first chunk. They say, "Hi Pete, I wanted to highlight the breakdown of this track for something different. Please play from 3 minutes 28. This is a track from my band Head, recorded live in the studio. No overdubs, no metronome, and our singer plays a mean flute. Thanks for all you do." If that didn't intrigue the crud out of you, I don't know what will. So let's cue this one up to the 3 minute 28 mark and give it a spin. This is Dynamite Throw, or Head, and this is Away From Me here on Your Music Live.
Listen to the voices in your head. Who you to tell me we will all be better off dead? I already think see the world was a rotten place. When you let off, check it out on the rails and the rest. They all talking like you know. They all talking like you see, but you shoot someone down there. There's no boy in the fight, so every I don't know. I don't want to see, cause we're yourself now, man.
had to play it through to that part with the stop. Because if you've ever tried to record live and you're having any sort of dynamics where you just have to stop and then bring it back in, there's something about the feeling of playing as a band when you just stop and you can just hit it back in. It's almost like you look at each other and you can feel and sense it, and then when you nail that jump back in, very cool. Yeah, little Jethro Tull, little Grand Funk Railroad, a lot of cool stuff there, and shared on slaps.com, of course, from our friends at DistroKid. Let's pause here before we do Pete's Pick and our featured artist to do a little bit of public service announcements. Number one, DistroKid. Check them out. Save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan using the link up there. Number two, if you're new to the community, you want to submit a song, you can use that QR code or the link in the description. Go to studiolivetoday.com/YML, submit your song, and you'll be considered for a future show. And thank you to all the artists that have been here and all the viewers that have been watching so far. If you have enjoyed what you've heard thus far, we have a whole nother hour coming up in just a jiffy. And if you would like to hit the thumbs up button, that would really help us out. And don't forget to share the show. Last week we had our featured artist of Kaywin, who came to us via Manny from the Lily Pillies. This week we opened with the amazing epic metal of Undead Phoenix, who came to us on a recommendation from Mateusz. And they're all probably tucked up in bed now because it's very late over there in Poland, but great to expand the community and to have other cool folks join us here on Your Music Live each and every week. And folks like AJ, who's just joined and just come on in. So yeah, welcome to the community. We share some good music and have a good time here each and every week. My pick, I promised one for Bluey fans. Now, if you didn't know, Bluey is a very popular, in fact, it's the most streamed show. It's actually knocked The Simpsons off the perch as the most streamed show on Disney Plus worldwide, which is pretty amazing. It's an Australian cartoon. It's a children's cartoon, but it's got very good jokes in there for adults, and it's made by a studio up in Queensland. And there's a band that comes from Queensland by the name of Custard. And the lead singer of the band Custard is a bloke called Dave. And Dave just happens to be the voice of the dad on Bluey. So I say all of that to say one of my favourite Custard tunes of all time is called Girls Like That. And I thought I would play it as Pete's pick. This is a live version from a show called Recovery, which used to be a Saturday morning or Sunday morning or both, I think, show on ABC TV here in Australia. And it was called Recovery because you were supposed to, watch Rage, which is their big overnight show, have all the parties and all the drinks, and then Recovery was the next morning, recovering from all of that. So this is Custard. They are a very cool Australian band, it's Bandit on lead vocals. This is called Girls Like That.
Girls like that, oh. Girls like that don't go for guys like us. I still wanna see the facts. And she says, look, David, nah, I'm the Julio Iglesias. He just ain't scientific. I'll keep on looking for that love and feeling. I'll keep on looking for that love and feeling. All of the chemists sandwich doctors say no, I'll never ever. Guitar, come on, man.
very cool stuff. That is the band Custard, and yes, that even looks a bit like the dad from Bluey. Very cool. Yeah, very. It's got a sort of indie rock, disco rock kind of bluesy vibe. It's just very, very cool. Here's Perpetual Platypus. Speaking of wonderful things from Queensland. There's Perpetual Platypussy. But yeah, Custard out of Queensland, still kicking around. But yeah, really good songs. You might have heard, well, Australians will know their song Apartment, which was sort of their big breakout hit. And that one's one of my faves from back in the day. Speaking of my faves from not back in the day, from right here, right now, it's time for our featured artist. And this week, this is probably the artist who's become the featured artist quicker than any other artist that's been hanging out in this community. Because normally featured artists are people that have been around a while, they've embedded themselves in the community, they're great people as well as great musicians. And this artist is no exception. They've just only really been around a couple of months in the community. And they've been very welcomed by everyone. They've provided great feedback and great encouragement to every artist we play. They're here almost every week providing great feedback. And they're making some bloody kick-ass music, if I do say so myself. And I am, of course, referring to Nippleback. Now, I went onto Nippleback's channel and I found this very cool documentary, and I always wanted to play that, but it's about 20 minutes long. So go and explore that. It's weird and wacky and delightful, and I think you'll get a chuckle out of it. It just really shows the personality behind the music. Let's give this a spin. This is my pick. This is the one we played a few weeks back, maybe a couple of months back, from Nippleback. And then they got something brand new that I'll be spinning up for you to close out the show. So this one, if you remember it, you'll remember it, because it's one of the hookiest tunes I've heard in a very long time. This is Nippleback, and this is Ghost here on Your Music Live. Go listen to the full track. Do yourself a favor. I've heard it probably 10 times by now. But just that hook, that hooky chorus, you get it. The reason I didn't close with that one, also because I always close with the new one, is that you'll be just walking around going, there's a ghost, there's a ghost, there's a ghost, like all day. Is that so? No, not from Australia. The previous band Custard were from Australia. Nippleback are from, where are you from? The US. I just assume the US, but yeah, where did Nippleback come from? Yeah, nice one, Nips. And the little, I'll just show you where it is. This little documentary video that they did had me chuckling so much. Is it this one? It's only 10 minutes long. I won't have the time to play it here. But yeah, check out that one. Hard Enough to Cut Glass. It's it's just got like the bits of album artwork and stuff in there. It's well worth a watch if you've got some. Vancouver. There you go. Vancouver, Canada. I apologize profusely for calling you American. That is uncool of me indeed. Vancouver in Canada. I should have known that, because I've always said on this very show, Canadians are about 10% cooler. I don't know what it is. They just are. You can fight me on it if you want, but Canadians just about 10% than me, than everyone. They're just slightly cooler than the rest of us. Should we dive into some cover songs? What do you reckon? You want to jump under the covers? We have Nippleback, and now we're going under the covers. This show just gone a little bit blue, a bit saucy. This is Cookie. Save us, Cookie. Take us back. Bring us on track. Cookie says, "Hi, Pete. Just gotta love The Cure. Here's a cover of Love Song if you'd like to share on your show. I'm heading to Adelaide again later this year, so let's catch up for a beer at Shotgun Willie's." Absolutely, mate. Yeah, we went to a cool bar last time Cookie was in town that I'd never been to. Sort of American-themed bar, and despite the fact that I had to drink American beer, it was a very cool vibe there. Let's give this one a spin. This is a Love Song, a cover of The Cure, Cookie, here on Your Music Live.
Whenever I'm alone with you, make me feel like I'm home again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm whole again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm young again. Whenever I'm alone with you, you make me feel like I'm fun again. However far away, I will always love you. However long I stay, I will always love you. Whatever words I say, I will always love you. I will always love you. Whenever I'm alone with you.
Kind of a underrated Cure song. I mean, I love Friday I'm in Love and Love Cats and other of their sort of big hits, but yeah, that one is very cool and done justice there by our mate Cookie. Very good stuff. Yeah, good choice of song indeed. Very cool stuff. Thank you for sharing. Want a cookie? Yes, please. We do call them cookies, even though we call them biscuits as well. A bicky. You have a bicky instead of a cookie, usually. It's the Australianism for it, but we do also use cookie kind of interchangeably. But don't come to Australia and ask for a biscuit expecting a doughy, scony, bready thing. Because if you come and ask for a biscuit, if you're having some chicken and waffles and you want some biscuits and gravy, you'll have someone will look at you very strangely. They'd like, "You're going to put some Tim Tams and get some gravy on them? What are you talking about?" Had a weird experience with what I think was supposed to be poutine last night. I'll tell you about that later if I remember. Speaking of Canada, let's play this one. This is Girlfriend in Your Luggage, and this is Louder, a Roselia cover. Roselia. A cover of the Roselia song Louder, Cubase 13 Pro plus synthesizer V Studio Pro. Let's give it a spin, shall we? Girlfriend in Your Luggage. How cool is that? Very cool indeed. There from Girlfriend in Your Luggage. I love the names you folks have. It's very cool. Yes, very, very frenetic, that one. And is it just me? Or see this thing here over on the right-hand side? I know that's hair, and I can see the body now. But does anyone else see it as like a beetle type creature with like a girl's face? Especially when it's crawling along one of the little bits of audio there. Like that. It looks like it's some sort of cockroach bug. Anyway, I think it's been a long show already, so I better keep moving on. Or I'm starting to see bugs. Man, I'm starting to bug out. Thank you, Moses, too. Moses saw only 11 likes and was like, what are we doing here, folks? But no, there has been more likes than that. But feel free to hit the thumbs up button if you haven't already, because, it does help out and appreciate it greatly. Next up in the cover songs, under the covers, we got one more. We're finally getting some more covers flowing. We had a bit of a cover drought for a while there. This is one of my favourite artists and some of my favourite people in the world. It's Ron and Jenny at Wolfstone Studio. They say, hi Pete, this is a cover from the band Keen called Somewhere Only We Know. It's a piano-dominated song and we used all garage band instruments. The video is from a short film that's copyright-free and we think it fits the song's theme. Hope you like it. Feel free to start at the 50-second mark. I will do exactly that. Let's give this a spin. This is Wolfstone Studio, baby. Stuff there from Wolfstone Studio, Ron and Jenny on that one. I like it. Very nicely done. That's getting a like from me. I'm already subscribed, of course, to Wolfstone Studio, as you should be as well, because they are making amazing stuff over there, my friends. And interesting little short film there. I'm intrigued by that now. I want to go watch it. Very cool stuff there indeed from Ron and Jenny, Wolfstone Studio. Been long-time supporters of me and of this channel, and supporters of you and your independent music too. They definitely get behind folks, which is cool. We'll do one more and then we will hear from DistroKid again, our wonderful sponsors. We've got our Play My Feet Fire Beat coming up too. This has been 2002. They say this song is about someone I'm very much in love with. I tried to give the song a lot of emotion to express how much I love him. It is called The Love Song, and it's been 2002 on Your Music Live.
I never met anyone like you. My world was sad and it was blue. You came around and put a smile on my face. Every everything's alright when I'm in your embrace. I can't help it, I'm in love with you. I was alone in solitude. You turned my world around, my friend, and I love you till the end. La la la, la 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 la.
Bean 2002, the love song there. Yeah, you can definitely feel the power and the passion. Not to be confused with the song by Australian band. Why can't I think of words today? I'm not doing my words. The one that did Beds of Burning, Midnight Oil. Getting off on tangents. Thank you for sharing that one with us. Keep doing your thing, because creating, recording, releasing, sharing, always going to help you continue to improve. Hello, Scapular Winging Records. G'day, Brock. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I know, I was trying to think of the band Midnight Oil, but I was thinking of Men at Work. I'm like, no, different Australian band. Didn't have anything to do with the song, but definitely has some power and some passion. Alrighty, let us play next one. This is from Doorways into Music. Hello, Joey, if you're out there. Hi, Pete. This is a piano-based instrumental song I finally managed to record. It's a little more cheerful than what I usually do. Maybe the first song I've ever done in a major key. Thanks so much for playing it. Yeah, Doorways into Music often has some very, very hit you in the feels kind of songs. So One Fine Summer Day is this one, Doorways into Music. Still manages to hit you in the feels, even in a major key. Doorways into Music, still's just like, oh, that's so sweet. There's just something about you, the compositions and your choices of chords and melodies that just always hits you in the feels. Great stuff indeed there. That one gets a like. One Fine Summer Day. Many of you in the US are probably not thinking fine summer day. You're thinking bloody hot summer day right now. But yeah, very cool stuff there from Doorways into Music. We have some wonderful I love the, I know I talk about this every week, but I love the diversity of creators that we have around here. There is no nationality, there is no gender, there is no, there's no significant trend around the sort of creators that we have here. Different genres of music, different types of music, and different types of people. It is just what makes the world so much more interesting when you've got different people with different perspectives, and that is what I will continue. I was going to say I'll continue to promote on the show. I don't even have to promote it because it just happens. It's organic. All right, one more song, and then we'll do some little bit of housekeeping and give you a chance to have a Play My Fire beat Tibble. This is Ryan Rogers, and Ryan Rogers has got a song called One Fast Pony. So it was inspired by 1970s singer-songwriters. In my head, it's a James Taylor song. Emphasis on in my head. As always, thanks for giving it a spin. Well, it's always my pleasure, Ryan. You make some great tunes, and this one is no exception. One Fast Pony. You'll be seeing that.
second of luck and a tailwind blowing behind me once again. All it takes is just one win. 'Cause all I need is that comeback feeling, casino chips and a wheel that keeps spinning until the numbers pay. Even losers have their day, and I'm ready for the chain breakaway. It takes a forgiving woman to survive.
One fast pony, Ryan Rogers here on Your Music Live. Ryan is like the opposite of doorways into music, which is always makes me get my head nodding and my toes tapping to the point where I'm always a bit dizzy after I listen to one of Ryan's tunes. But really cool stuff. Could definitely hear it on the radio for sure. And really nice bass line, exactly the bass line. And the twang in the guitar. Yeah, just all round good. I told you about Poutine. So at the moment in Adelaide, there's this Illuminate Festival, and that's where we went to yesterday to have a wander around. And as I mentioned, a couple more beers than I needed to. But yeah, it was really, really cool. And we were at one of these bars, and they had chips, like hot chips, French fries. But they said they came with cheese sauce and tomato sauce. But it turns out that they came with like cheese drizzled over them and like a side of gravy. And I'm like, A, why would you have two sauces, one on it and one on the side? And B, are you trying to make poutine? Is that supposed to be like cheese curds and gravy? Because it wasn't, but it was a nice try. So there you go. Yeah, great stuff there from Ryan Rogers as well. I don't know why I talk about weird stuff, but people have said to me, they're like, yeah, I always say, I don't mean to go on so much. And people are like, no, we actually enjoy that. Keep talking about stuff. Keep saying things about, about Adelaide and about things that we do around here and about people that I meet and stuff. Because, yeah, it was the worst poutine ever. We didn't enjoy it. But anyway, it was a thing. At a place, I try to balance that out because I figure, you know what, if I wasn't here talking crap, I might as well just put a playlist on and then go back to bed. But having me here, I don't know, it's interesting, and I like the personality. When I'm watching a live show, it's as much about the community, the people out there, the host, and the music. I think combining those all together, there you go. I'm happy about that. A lot of people say, yeah, just keep doing it. So poutine is a Canadian delicacy, which is French fries or hot chips, we call them here in Australia, with cheese curds and gravy. And yep, it's just as weird as it sounds. Speaking of weird, the Lily Pillies have a new tune. Yes, now we're going to play a Lily Pillies tune here. It is brand new. It is called Save Me, They Say. Hey, Pete, hope you're doing well. Here's our brand new single available everywhere. Save Me is a little taste from our forthcoming third album due out towards the end of the year. Maddie and the Lily Pillies have just been kicking ass and taking names for the last, 3-4 years. And ever since they kind of burst onto the scene, they've just been going from strength to strength. And this track is no exception. This is the Lily Pillies, Save Me, on Your Music Live.
We're living in the strangest times. We can't seem to get things right. We got what we want, but no one's ever satisfied. We're living in the darkest times. Remember the days left behind. Confused with everyone telling us what's wrong or right. It's been a long time, we should know what we're living for. Open your eyes, take a good look around. How many lies, I don't know, I can keep the score. Turn up the TV, I can take it anymore. Save me from the bad things, help me find my freedom. Save me, come and get me, help me find my freedom. What's it take to understand? What the hell are we waiting for? Save me when I'm lonely and get me out of here. just to get through this life. It's been a long time, I can see all the stars collide.
Really cool hooky chorus there. Awesome riffage, that great Lily Pillies beat. All comes together in a smorgasbord of delicious sounds. I love it. Good stuff there from the Lily Pillies. Save me. Let's give that one a like over there. Shall we? Thank you for sharing that one. It's very cool because the Lily Pillies continue to share music with the community. They've brought in other artists. They've definitely been wonderful community members. I'm talking about them like they're no longer going to be around, but they are. They're going from strength to strength. And Manny, good dude, bought me breakfast. How can you go past that? When someone buys me some delicious eggs and a coffee. I mean, the coffee was okay, mate, but it was part of the buffet. But yeah, it was really nice buffet and really nice to meet Manny. Let's make it easy and let's make Manny our code word because I needed a code word and I was just talking about it. I could have made it poutine, but we'll make it Manny. So hashtag Manny. And yes, they do. They have a good video game as well. Always something interesting to watch as well as something interesting to listen to. Hashtag Manny in the chat right now. Be like Chris Lane Senior. Have you won? Did you win one time, Chris? Or are you still working on your streak of losing? In the Play My Fire beat. We'll see how we go. There you go. You have a hashtag as well. You do indeed. While we wait on that, we'll play another little tune here. This one comes to us from Little Cricket, which is cool because I'm looking forward to cricket season. Probably a different type of cricket. The Other Side of the Gun is a song about the struggle between social transparency and self-censorship in the wake of personal political transformation. It was entirely written, performed and produced by Little Cricket with all budget recording equipment in a modest home studio. That's what we like to hear. This is called The Other Side of the Gun. Little Cricket, Your Music Live. How good is that? Like how surprising, but like pleasantly surprising were those vocals when they kicked in. Yeah, just really good stuff there from Little Cricket, The Other Side of the Gun. Just indie vibes for days. And I loved the instrumentation choices there. Just some nice sort of synth sounds in there, but that really clean low-end piano. How good did that sound? I approve. Very good stuff there from Little Cricket. And we're going to hear a little more of Little Cricket because we're going to use them to spin the wheel. Let's spin it up here. We've got 12 entries this time, so you've got a slightly better chance of winning. Good luck, everybody. Let's hit the button. How good is that piano?
Afraid to speak your mind if you can find
it's our old mate Russ. Speaking of people, Chris Lane Sr. was saying he's trying to keep his streak of losing the fire beat. I reckon Russ wins about 1 out of every 3 or 4 times he enters. He's very, very consistent. Seeing that little record label pop up there is very, very frequent. So Russ sitting back, relaxing, lurking in the lounge here, and winning as per usual. So good job, Russ. He knows the drill. Let us know the artist, the song, and the platform, and we'll give it a spin. And Chris, congratulations, mate. Continue your losing streak. Well done. So, yeah, look, I didn't mention this because I hadn't had confirmation of it, but I did read on the internet and on social media that Adam Burse passed away, and many of you would know Adam and his music. So, yeah, that is super, super sad to hear. So yeah, I will more than happy to play something from Adam, because Adam was just a wonderful dude. And yeah, like because I only sort of read it really briefly before I came on live today. I don't like saying things without having confirmation of information. So yeah, I didn't know about it, and that seems really, really sad. So I'll play something from Adam Burse here on the show, and give something of Adam's a spin here. So here is his channel. He does some cool stuff, some improvisations. Let's play this one from Adam from a couple of years ago. This is called Dreams, and we're going to spin it here on Your Music Live.
Reading through all the statuses of vlogs today. Everyone's dreaming about the goal someday. Whether it's exiting the rat race for your fame, or living somewhere else to enjoy your days. I want to see you all succeed, but will you follow through with your creed? Believe in your dreams, phrase I see on the wall. Believe in your dreams, I want to see you give it your all. I don't want to see you fall. I want you to find and achieve your goals. Motivation's at an all-time high. Positivity is out of sight. Don't be complacent, you'll become lazy. If everything in your mind becomes hazy, the barrier to success is in your head. Will you fight or listen to what others said? Believe in your dreams, a phrase I see on the wall. Believe in your dreams, I want to see you give it your all. I don't
Such cool songwriting. Such a good dude. Yeah, Adam Burse. Thank you, Russ, for selecting that song, and I'll throw that one into the description there as well, so you can go and listen to Adam's wonderful work. It was Adam, wasn't it, who did the cool challenges and things. He'd share his music, and he'd do all sorts of good things. So I'm sure, again, there'll be more to say once more information's available. But yeah, go and check out his music. Good stuff. Thanks, Russ. And we'll continue with the show here and play this next track. This is from Rocksphere, who say a mix of metal and punk recorded to the drum beat, not a click, to make it more lively. All right, let's give this one a spin. From Rocksphere, it's punk, metal, thrash. It's called Know Your Mind, or Now Your Mind, Rocksphere, your music.
I can't let you out of my sight. You are my selection, my prey of attraction. I stay like a vile parasite. Me and you and I know you're mine. I'll be there all your time. Now you're mine. Now you're mine. Now you're mine. Now you're mine. My mind is in action, has no self-reflection. The vain, pompous personality. Affection, rejected, attention, neglected. A huge, meaningless vanity. Me and you and I know you're mine. I'll be there all your time. Now you're mine. Now you're mine. Now you're mine. Now you're mine.
Everything from Rocksphere just reminds me of Guitar Hero and Rock Band for some reason. It's awesome. Really, really good stuff there. Thank you for sharing. Always good. Remember, Sharon is Karen. Sharon is Karen. Yes, big head banging stuff going on there from Rocksphere. Alrighty, what have we got? We got a few songs to go here. I would be remiss if I didn't mention our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid, a second time. If you are releasing your original music, you can do so. And again, you can sign up, save 7% off your first year, and be like me, release an unlimited number of songs, EPs, and albums. But you can also release cover songs. And it's quite affordable to do so. Only an extra $1 a month to get a cover license. Because the thing is, you need a license. If you're releasing a cover song, if you're doing it without the help of DistroKid, yeah, it takes some time and energy and effort because you've got to try and find the artist or the representation of the artist, and you've got to go out there and get yourself a license. But here's the cool thing. You can do it through DistroKid. You can see there, I've actually got the cover song license of this song, Addicted to Bass, that I released featuring my lovely wife, Georgie, back in 2017. And yes, I pay an extra $12 a year to have that cover song out there, but that covers everything, pun intended. That covers all the cover licensing, all the authority and all the approvals and all the legal mumbo jumbo that I just don't want to get involved with. So not only can DistroKid help you get your music out there to the world, your original, your OG tracks, you can also do cover songs, and you can also split. So you can see here, I've got another cover song there with Jade Starr that she split with me 50-50, and the track I did with Tremor Bear called Just an Illusion has a 50-50 split, and I've got splits for a heap of my tracks with the likes of Jade and Tom and others who have worked on others of my tracks. So I highly recommend checking out DistroKid. Great for your original songs, great for cover songs. Save yourself 7% off your first year. Check it out up there. Yep, covers are covered. We love you, DistroKid. Very cool indeed. All right, let's finish off. What I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 songs left on the playlist. We won't be going too far into overtime here this week. I kind of timed it a bit better than I usually do. Let's play this one. This comes to us from Colin Powell. His artist name is A Multitude of One. Here is Vikings, the third track from my upcoming album, Songs from the Inner World. I've always been interested in Vikings and was inspired to write this song quite a few years ago now, but thanks to today's technology and plugins, I was able to give it a new lease of life. Isn't that cool when you can take something old and just do something cool and new with it? This is Vikings, A Multitude of One, here on Your Music Live.
Shields and long swords be decked around, feeling a sense of calm now. Out of the farms now, we're off to war.
We're just one nation, a Viking
singing an old saga. There's not much farther. Morale is strong.
And believe it or not, it builds from there and becomes more epic. But guess what? You're going to have to jump on over to Colin's channel to find out more about it. Maybe ask him some questions about how he created that and some of the instrumentation in there, because it really is truly epic. 7-minute song, 2 minutes doesn't do it justice. So go and listen to the whole thing. It's linked in the description, as are all of the other songs that we have played and will play here on the show. Up next on the show is Ross Edwards. He says, dance track, my first one. Thanks always, Ross. Love it. Simple, man of few words, but a man of good music. So let's jump in and take a listen. This is called Wars Tonight. We've got war theme in these last few. Ross Edwards here on Your Music Live.
What I feel for you, 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 what I feel for you, the reason for you, for you, for you, what I feel for you.
Do you see the light? Do you feel the light come down on your tears tonight? Your tears tonight. Do you wonder why? Do you wonder why the light comes down on your ocean tide? Your ocean tide. It's a sign of the times. Your castle satellite. You know there'll be wars tonight. Be wars tonight.
What I feel,
Really cool. I like it. For your first crack at a dance track, Ross, that is really, really cool. And hello to Sylvie Drapeau too. Good to see you, my friend. Great stuff there from Ross Edwards. Is there anything he can't do? Let's give that a little like as well. That was good stuff. Yeah, Russ says not to mention football in England today. Ooh, yeah. I didn't know, and so I just went and searched. I won't actually. No, we've spoiled it now. I don't think anyone's sitting there. If you were watching it, you watched it. But yeah, the fact that I went to Google and typed in Euro 24 and big fireworks and Spanish flags and stuff started flying around. Yeah, I guess that tells the whole story. Yeah, so yes. Yeah, good stuff there from, yes, poor England. And yes, look, it's only the Euro. So, they'll be back for the World Cup in 26. Where's the next World Cup, Russ? Next Football World Cup. What was the last one? It's probably it was Qatar, wasn't it? Qatar last time. It'll be somewhere. It'll be somewhere that paid FIFA enough. I mean, that genuinely earned the right to host it. All right, let's play our fourth to last tune. Did we work out a name for the fourth to last? It's not our anti-penultimate. Is it the semi-anti-penultimate? Or something like that. This is Bradley McKnight. Anyway, he said this song called Make Believe. This song is about when people tell you that you won't succeed in what you want to do, but you keep your determination to move on and prove those people wrong. The song is available on all major streaming platforms and stores. Let's give it a spin, shall we? Make Believe, Bradley McKnight. Your Music Live.
Everybody's telling me that I'm not gonna win at this game. This game. Lately I've been thinking that we're all on the same page. The same page. When I thought I reached a blank wall, I thought it was my downfall. The thoughts were around more, but now I'm not so sure. All of this was just a dream, despite the action behind the scenes. You know my stories have their theme. It wasn't all what it seemed. You keep on telling me that I'll never succeed. I strongly disagree, or am I seeing things? I find it hard to think. Your words are make-believe. Your words are make-believe. Your words are make-believe. You keep on telling me that I'll never succeed. I strongly disagree, or am I seeing things? I find it hard to think. Your words are make-believe. Your words are make-believe. Your words are make-believe. Got the panic washing over me. I find it so hard to speak. You seem so hard to please. I wish I could delete all of my defeats and have my victories. I remember forever, I'm not under pressure, but now I say whatever. It's never been better.
Bradley McKnight. I like it. Yeah, it kind of has that. It just holds on, doesn't it? You're expecting like a big real kick in, but it kind of just leaves you wanting more. The anticipatory work there. Good stuff there from Bradley McKnight. You can catch that one down in the description. Yeah, the pizzicato strings throughout. Very good stuff indeed. I like it. The next World Cup is apparently being held in 3 different countries for the first time ever, and it is Canada, Mexico, and the United States. So there you go. That's covering the vast majority of the folks who watch this show. So there you go. 2026, you can get out and watch yourself some soccer. Some football in the World Cup. There you go. I didn't know that. It's interesting. They're starting to do that more with these tournaments. I think they ruined the countries that they hold these tournaments in so much that they're like, let's spread the ruin of the countries across a few different ones, shall we? They did that with the recent cricket T20 World Cup. So yeah, it's obviously something that they're going with. And 48 teams, jeebus. If Australia don't make it into a 48 team World Cup, we got some problems there. All right, let's continue on. This is our anti-penultimate song. This is the third to last. It's from Craig Adam, who says, I recorded it with GarageBand on my iPad in the storage room in my kitchen. That's what we like to hear. I followed the tips from Pete's YouTube channel when recording, mixing and mastering. It's a song about my experience becoming a father. Isn't that awesome? Love it. Love everything about that. This is called First Steps. Craig Adam here on Your Music Live.
I may not always understand it. I may not always do what's right. If you come calling, I'll come running to hold you in my arms. I drive all night. Wide wooden rocking chair, a delivery room. For the first time, it's just me and you. My head's ringing like a bell. Your first steps, when you fall, know that I'll be there.
How good is that? Craig Adam. Love it. Hits you in the feels, and it's almost like got a proggy style to it. It ain't no verse chorus verse going on here. That's moving around and doing all sorts of cool stuff in there. And again, in the storage room, in your kitchen, GarageBand, bring it on. That's what I say. Very, very reminiscent. I recorded my first EP just there in my walk-in closet. iPhone, Steinberg UR12 interface, microphone, guitar, direct. That was it. So yeah, love when I hear folks just getting it done, just making music. And hey, if my tips and my tutorials can help create something like that, yeah, bring it on. I'm super happy with that. Let's move to our penultimate tune. This one comes to us from No True Valor, and they say, "Hey Pete, here is our new track called I'm Troubled. I hope you like it, my friend, and to all your audience, take care." Well, thank you, No True Valor. I dig your music, and this one's no exception, so it's a very fitting penultimate tune here on Your Music Live. Let's give it a spin. No True Valor, I'm Troubled. And yeah, got that Eddie Vedder sort of the growl and the verb on the vocal just works really well. Again, humans, people, humans can make those sort of noises. Your auto-tune's not going to play nicely with that kind of vibrato, is it? Very good stuff, and loved the pads underneath there, just that gentle acoustic guitar in the background, and then the vocals. It all worked really well. Are we sure it wasn't Eddie? Maybe. No, I'm pretty sure it's legit. No True Valor, but you don't know these days, do you? It started, folks. By the way, I've started getting the AI songs. Right? Yeah, I've started getting people submitting songs, and I'm just like listening to it going, nah. Because you can hear it straight away. It's just got that slightly artifacted, like just not quite right. The uncanny valley still exists with your AI music, for sure. But thank you to No True Valor. Thank you to every single one of the artists that we've played here. I think you guys have got some homework to do, yeah? You're going to have to go and check out all of these wonderful artists. They're all linked in the description. If you've never checked out the description, I don't think I've ever shown it, but it's easy to get to. If you drop down, just click the more button and show the description, and where you're looking for is where it's got all of the artists and all of the links. So if I jump over to here, here's the behind the scenes look at what we've got here. This is this week's show, and there's your links to DistroKid, how you can submit a tracks there, and then all these links to all the different artists. And if we go to this and we do the bit of the Inception thing and we look at it live, you can actually jump down here and hit the more button, and you'll see they all populate as links. So if you've ever heard me say check out the songs in the links below, that's what I've been referring to, and we'll remove that before everyone starts freaking out button tripping on that one. Thank you to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. As Thomas says here, you can save yourself 7% off the first year on any of the DistroKid plans that you have available. And there are a bunch of different plans. We didn't talk plans today, but you got everything from your musician plan, your musician plus plan, and your label plan, so you can release a whole bunch of great music. Thank you to all the artists who shared their music with us here tonight and today, wherever you are in the world. And thank you most of all to you folks for watching, because it wouldn't be much of a show if we didn't got no viewers. So thanks for coming along and watching, and for all of your support and all your kind words and all of your encouragement. I really dig it. Got some new things in the works. Your Music Live's not going anywhere, but we are enhancing and tweaking and changing over time as we do. So keep an eye out for that. And I really want to get, I've been trying to encourage, I know that there's some folks that loved the Fix My Mix show that Creative Source, that Mike from Creative Source used to do. So I want to encourage Mike to get that back up and running. And if he doesn't, my threat's going to be that I'm going to do a show like that, because it's great listening into this music, but having an opportunity to sort of listen in more detail to maybe 2 or 3 songs or 4 songs and spend some time actually giving some feedback and maybe getting some guests and things on is always cool. So Mike, I'm calling you out, mate. Get Fix My Mix back on, and the community wants it. And if you don't, I'll steal with pride and pull the show over here onto Studio Live today and call it Tweak My Peaks. That would be a terrible name for a show. Thank you everyone for being here. We are going to go out with our final song, and it comes to us from Nippleback, and they say bottom of the floor of the ocean of air, or BOTFOTOOA, as we lovingly refer to it. Botfatua? Yeah, it's a musical surrealist romp, one that only Nippleback could provide. It's one of our favourites, and we hope you'll love it too. So this is what we're going to go out with, our featured artist of the week. It is Nippleback. I love the artwork. I love what these folks do. And it is called Bottom of the Floor of the Ocean of Air. To take us out in style, here on Your Music Live, Nippleback. Take us on home.
Experts, they all know when you're up above, you cannot be below. How do you get to the top of the food chain from the bottom of the floor of the ocean of air? The bottom of the floor of the ocean of air. The bottom of the floor of the ocean of air. The bottom of the floor of the ocean of air, flying high in the sky, with my hair on fire like a flaming pizza pie. And I wonder why they all wave bye-bye from the bottom of the floor of the ocean of air. The bottom of the floor of the ocean of air. The bottom of the floor of the ocean of air. The bottom of the floor of the ocean of air. I want to fly in the stratosphere. I want to be with my doggy dear, who died last year from his primal fear, when I told him that we were on the bottom of the floor of the ocean of air.
Bottom of the floor of the ocean of air.
The bottom of the floor of the ocean of air.
Bottom of the floor of the ocean of air.
The
The bottom of the floor of the ocean of air. The bottom of the floor